The sun was setting over Los Angeles, casting a golden hue on the sprawling city. The wind was calm, but there was a strange heaviness in the air. A few distant clouds lingered in the sky, and everything seemed peaceful. Little did anyone know, the forested hills surrounding the city held a secret, an ember waiting to ignite a single spark. It jumped from the dry underbrush in the mountains. For a moment it flickered and vanished, but the ground was too dry, the wind too eager. Within seconds, the fire caught, leaping from tree to tree. A wildfire began its deadly march toward the city. As the fire grew, people in nearby neighborhoods smelled smoke in the air. Sirens screamed in the distance. Panic set in. Evacuations were ordered, streets flooded with cars, a sea of vehicles moving in a desperate bid to escape. Firefighters, brave and relentless, worked tirelessly to contain the flames, but the fire spread too fast. The hills were ablaze, casting an eerie glow over the city below. Helicopters flew overhead, dumping water, but each drop seemed insignificant in the face of the inferno. The fire roared through the dry brush, its orange and red flames licking the sky. Entire homes were consumed in moments. The air was thick with smoke, and ash fell like snow over the city. It wasn't just a wildfire anymore, it was a force of nature, unstoppable and relentless. Amidst the chaos, heroes emerged. Firefighters, first responders, and even ordinary citizens rushed to help. They worked together, digging fire lines, using anything they could find to douse the flames. There was no hesitation, no fear, just determination. The fire seemed to have a life of its own, moving and twisting with the wind. It was unpredictable, but the people of Los Angeles fought back with everything they had. For every house lost, there were countless more efforts to save what remained. People prayed for rain, but the sky stayed clear, mocking their desperate hopes. At one point, it felt like the fire would consume everything. The roar of the flames was deafening, and the sky was a dark, smoldering orange. Those trapped in the path of destruction could only watch as their lives went up in smoke. The city seemed on the brink of collapse. But then, something miraculous happened. A shift in the wind, a sudden drop in temperature, a change in the atmosphere. For the first time since the fire started, the flames slowed. The firefighters seized the moment. They pushed forward, working in the narrow window of hope that had appeared. When the fire was finally contained, the city was left to pick up the pieces. Entire neighborhoods had been razed to the ground, but the spirit of Los Angeles remained unbroken. The sun began to rise again, casting a soft light over the ashes. It was a new day, and the people of LA were already beginning to rebuild. In the weeks that followed, communities banded together, stronger than ever. The scars of the wildfire remained, but they were a reminder of what Los Angeles had survived. The fire had taken much, but it had also ignited a fire in the hearts of its people, a fire that couldn't be extinguished. Years later, the memory of the wildfire would fade into history, but the lessons it taught would never be forgotten. The resilience of the people of Los Angeles, the power of unity in the face of disaster, and the unyielding spirit of a city that refused to burn out would live on. End.